Bitcoin Ethereum, what's his next move? Is this a buy the rumor, sell the news event now that Coinbase is going to IPO? Well, let's find out in the chart, shall we? Is Bitcoin going to take a massive bath? Is this wick candle an indication of what's to come? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode because, a lot of people are concerned about Coinbase's IPO. What does it all mean, right? Does that mean the Bitcoin's has topping out? Because Bitcoin likes to finish a top out, right, with a blow off top and then starts to bottom. So is this the blow off top that we've been waiting for? Well, I'm going to tell you what I think about that and more in today's episode, and how to trade the next move in Bitcoin. And if you're interested in doing that, make sure that you check out the links in the description below or in the pinned comments to get your $200 bonus for Bybit, Femex, and also BTC Next. So if you're interested in trading all this, but remember, only professionals should be trading this because, it's kind of dangerous market, especially if you use a leverage, right? You could lose all your money very, very fast. So be careful out there. All right, with that said, man, lots happening, right? In this world of crypto, we're loving it. We're seeing the altcoins continue to pop off, right? With the beloved DOGE, of course, pumping today 80%. Oh my God! Even it's like 100 works out. I don't know how they're saying 80% because it's I guess maybe because it's I was looking at a chart and a weekly chart. But anyways, it moved like 200%, 100% in Bitcoin, right? In on the charts that I was looking at. So, wow, unbelievable. Well, that's Doge for you, right? All we need is an Elon Musk tweet, and then off she goes. We'll take a look at that chart and more. All right. So with that said, before we get into it, remember, this is not financial advice, so please do your own research before putting any money in the market, because it's a dangerous world out there, right? And there's a lot of people trying to take your money. So slow your roll, buy Bitcoin, right? Hold on to it, right? Learn the rest of the stuff, and then get into that if you're interested. All right, now let's get into the first chart of the day. And that is the Bitcoin chart. Now, this wick just got me concerned. I'm wondering if it shows up in any other market, like spot market, like Kraken or something like that, because it's pretty bad. Yes, it does. Shows up on Coinbase. It shows up on, let's see here. Let's see, BitBay. Okay, not the greatest example. Let's see, Gemini. Oh, darn, that's not good. Yes. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Is what you're probably asking, and it does not bode well. At all. No, not at all. With the closing, even though we've the market, this did not show up on our exchange accounts, as far as I can tell. Let's see, did it show up on the? Let's just see here, on yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there it is. This was down to like 1,000 in one move, one shot. This was down like crazy amount. So maybe that was maybe not the crazy amount was the same on the on Coinbase. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter on Coinbase. So 3,000, 6,000. So it was $1,000 drop. So what tends to happen here when you have these large wicks? The price action has to come back to it just to visit this wick. So we're probably going to see a price action move in on the spot market, probably in the opening bell, sometime in today's opening bell for Bitcoin, only because markets love to wicks and tails love to be eaten, and this tail is too big for the market not to come back and say, okay, let's visit that. Let's visit that move once again. All right, so I think we're going to be heading down there. So let's just see, what do we have? We have like, ooh, yeah, there you go. We have like the dreaded M's, right? You can see it, this M started that whole drop off. And then we came back up here. Did we make a new high? Yeah, not quite. So we're creating another larger M, right? Which would cause this probably to break down further to on the 15-minute here, down to the 200 period moving average, depending on how long this thing takes on the 15 minutes. So if this plays out fast, yeah, we can see this thing move down to the 200 period moving average on the 15-minute and go a little further. Quite scary indeed, but that looks like the direction that we're headed. Now, of course, we could go psych, I'd rather wear Nike, and come back down here and do a Hail Mary, but I doubt it. Where we come back down here and test the lower levels, and then continue higher, and then go create a W instead. I don't see. Let's see here. There's the divergence here. There is no this divergence is too close together to really count it, so I'm not counting that one. I don't see a major divergence here on the short term. Let's see how on the hourly if there's any kind of divergence. Yes, there it is. So we have a little bit of divergence here on the hourly that has been confirmed, right? Which does confirm that this move could potentially turn into a massive downdraft, taking us probably as low as the let's see here, down to the 62,000, probably even 61,000 mark before we continue higher. So yeah, there it is, confirmed on the hourly. And let's go back to the 4 hour. Nothing confirmed there yet. So the hourly is still happy. Probably just gonna visit the 13 AMA or one or another moving average a little bit lower. Maybe I don't think we're gonna break the 13 AMA. If we do, we just break it for a short while on the 4 hour and then begin our regular scheduled upward program move. All right, looking over at Ethereum. Oh man, come on. Do you really have to do the exact same thing? Wait, really? That's just not nice. You're not nice, Ethereum. You're just not nice. So, man. Wow, look at that volume. Really brought this whole thing down. Do we have divergence on the 15-minute? Is this Ethereum? Yes. No divergence on the 15-minute clearly. Hourly. Yes, there we have divergence, but it hasn't been confirmed. 4 hour. Right. Let's see here. There it is. There is no divergence on the 4 hour, so we're good. We're good. So maybe we come back to the 2300 or a little bit lower, and then off we go. We're not out of the woods yet. Things are a little bit on the scary side. I wouldn't want to get in front of this and short this. Actually, I'd look to get a long, add to your longs. Let's go to a shorter time frame. We can see a consolidation here, then breakout. Right, you can see the little bit of a triangle here that allowed you to do you know, even a W pattern of the lower time frames here to jump in on this. There's clearly enough there on the lower time frames probably to get in on this move right here. and then a pump here. You can see. Now we'll probably want to take out some of the longs, the greedy longs here, before we continue our next move higher. So look for Ethereum to break at least this level down here. At the very least, this one right here at 2,268, and probably gonna go and just like go for the nuts and go all the way down to below 2,250. All right, just to wipe out anybody that's holding their longs there. Their what's it called? Their stop losses there. So that's a stop loss runner, right? That's where you'd probably look for entries if you're looking to go long here, right? Don't go short here because it's like, could just easily cite this out, the whole thing out, and just continue its regular scheduled program higher. All right, let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. The dominance has slowed down a little bit on the weekly, as you can see. Right, we should be by the next week touching the 52 level at least, maybe a little bit lower, right? But I think because there's a lot of resistance here. I think the 52 level is probably the best. 52.8, 52.76. Yeah, it's the best place to place this line, and then line in the sand, and then you can see that we are headed in that direction one way or another. So I'm looking forward to some more alt seasons. Speaking of alt seasons, right, before we go into alt season, you can see a portfolio is just like going absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's just like if you want to learn more about my portfolio, check it out by joining DaVinciJ15.com, right? And yeah, join and checking out. You can check out my altcoin portfolio there, right? Because you'll have access to it once you join, and you'll see what I'm buying, what I'm selling, and all that kind of good stuff. Alrighty. Also, my Uniswap token still alive, still kicking, right? But it's been steady. It hasn't gotten a bid in this altcoin season. But you know what? I'm sure one day all of the people who purchase will be very, very happy. I'm pretty sure of that, right? Alrighty. If you want to learn how to use the little old lady strategy and increase your portfolio as well as I did, you can do so by heading over to davincicodes.net/videos, and you'll get free access to my videos. If you're interested in trading, like I've got this little trade here, half a Bitcoin only so far. I'm gonna decide whether or not I want to close this trade. And provide that information in the Telegram group today. If you're interested in trading, of course, you could head over to real simple, right? You can just type in buybit.davinciJ15.com, and you can also trade here as well. All right, so let's talk about our beloved Doge. Dogecoin got a bid today. Soars 80% on the day, become the 10th largest crypto by market cap. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Only Dogecoin can manage to pull that off. Coin market cap. Yeah, man, the beloved Doge, it's never going away. Never. It will always be here. Probably just as much as Litecoin will always be here, but it will have more of a hype theme to it, right? Because it's like a very inflationary coin, and so I think it'll get stronger and stronger as this thing continues, the network effect, and probably build up on. I think the developers. I think we'll get a developer community on Doge, even though it was that's supposed to be a meme coin, right? But I bet you the developer community will start jumping in on this. Once it's like, okay, this thing's not. And once developers realize it's not going away, might as well help it out. Might as well get it upgraded and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, it'd be great for Dogecoin. And it will have a very long shelf life, right? Because it's a nice meme coin. Alrighty. But I wouldn't put all your money into it, though, just so you know. Right? You can put a small amount to bet on it, but don't bet the farm, please, because you're gonna lose the farm. Alrighty. Okay. So moving on to expect more Bitcoin on the balance sheets as PayPal, MicroStrategy, and Fidelity and Walmart sound off on blockchain. Wow. I mean, it's like, duh. If you're a corporation and your treasury asset is Federal Reserve notes and treasury notes from government, like federal government notes, like for example their 10-year bonds, their 5-year bonds, and all that, earning almost zero interest. You got some problems. Because within 3 years, all that cash on your balance sheet is going to get cut in half. So you might want to do something about that. You might want to, right? Yeah, the most intelligent thing would be to get into Bitcoin. So way to go, Walmart. Way to go, Fidelity, to get it on this, right? And yeah, you might want to do that as soon as possible. Too bad Walmart can't jump in too soon. Can't jump in too soon with a lot of money. Maybe they can do $1 billion, maybe $2 billion at most, right? Before they actually start moving the price. So yeah, but at least with a couple billion in, right? By the time there is enough liquidity for them to get in, they can add the rest later, right? And then they've already, received that upside, right? So they'll be good. They'll be good. You don't have to worry about the billionaires. they'll be all right. Oh my gosh! So another final thing before we close off today's show is the Coinbase IPO. Everybody's like waiting with bated breath. Bated breath. Is this going to end with buy the rumor, sell the news event? Well, I mean, it's not been a rumor exactly with the Coinbase IPO, but I believe Wall Street tends to do this, and I expect Wall Street to actually hit the market really hard on the closing bell or an opening bell, and hit the Bitcoin price really hard. I would not be surprised at all if that happens. And then in order to get that ball going, and then Walmart will be there with MicroStrategies to go, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So it will not be a big dip, as you can see. It probably will only get down to just probably on the 4-hour below, just below the 13 EMA before we actually start to go, okay, yeah, no. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to this move down, so that maybe we can I can add to my position, and that's another thing I might just do, is just like hold my position, add to it, and then see this thing rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Alrighty, so yeah, that's where I'm looking at. I'm looking at Bitcoin down here to add to the position or create a new one. Should we break down with New York opening bell today? Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for participating. I am not going to be doing a show tomorrow because I'm actually moving. I'm going to be moving out of this hotel room. It's been a nice hotel room. I was planning to stay here a lot longer, but I might as well get an apartment first, right? So I found a nice apartment, and so I'm going to be moving to it. It's going to be the same set of buildings, the Skyview, right? It's just right over there on the other building, tower number 1. So I'm going to be living in the Skyview residence. So yeah, I hope to, maybe if you guys decide to come down to Dubai, you stay in the hotel, maybe we'll see each other. All right, so thank you all for watching. Thanks for participating, and I hope you guys realize that Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's real money. It's here to stay, and you need to get some before the billionaires do. All right, cheers.